Hi there, welcome to That Board Game Show. My name is James Wood, and today I'm continuing my playthrough of the Solitaire Minigolf variant for Rolling Realms. Today I shall be playing Hole 8, Sum of the Parts. If you haven't already, I would recommend you go back and watch episode 1 of this series, where I played through Hole 1 and gave an overview of how Rolling Realms plays. If you've already seen that, then welcome back and let's get started. And remember, if you have your own copy of Rolling Realms, even though this is technically Solitaire Minigolf, you can join me at home and play your own Solitaire Minigolf, and then let me know in the comments at the end of the video what your final score was. So today's focus is Hole 8, Sum of the Parts. The par is 2. We have Between Two Castles, Scythe, and the Society. There are no rule changes, and the specific requirements for how we're going to win this hole. We need the sum of the numbers in the two castles must be the same. We haven't encountered this realm yet in this series, so I'll give a quick overview of how that works in a minute. So if I've got numbers equaling, say, 7 in this castle here, this castle will have to also have numbers equaling 7. And I must score at least as many stars in Between Two Castles as the highest, or tied for highest, score of the two other realms. And then we have to score at least 9 stars, or 11 if you're playing on hard mode, which I'm not, I'm sticking with normal difficulty. And if we quickly take a look at my previous attempts, I managed to complete hole 7 on the first attempt. So I've been doing fairly well here, and I just spotted that I've actually forgot to mark off what difficulty I'm playing on. So let's just cross out that so we remember that I'm playing on normal, not easy or hard. I explain all the differences between those in episode 1. So let's see. Hole 8 is a par 2, and let's see if we can complete it in the first attempt, like I've been doing with most of these others, barring neighbors. Something went very off on that hole. So this is the first time that Between Two Castles has appeared in one of these videos. So let's quickly go over its special rules and scoring conditions. Between Two Castles wants us to fill squares from the bottom up. So we need to fill this bottom row completely before you can fill any rows above it. Each number must be lesser than the number directly below it. So if I put a 4 over here, this number has to be a 3 or a 2 or a 1. Then gain resources when completing a column. So once you have filled in all the numbers in a column, you will gain the resources at the top there, marking them off on your sheet. And we will score 1 star per completed row. And a little reminder, each castle has 3 rows. So each time you've completed a total row like that, you can then mark off a star in the bottom. So let's clear that off. I hope that all makes sense. It will make more sense as we play and you see it in action. And with that explained, let's roll the dice and take the first turn. Okay, we are rolling, and we've got a 6 and a 5. So if you're playing along at home, write a 6 and a 5 in your first turn space. And let's see what we're gonna do with the 6 and a 5. Okay, right out the gate, a 6 is perfect for Between Two Castles because I can put it in here, 6, because now that leaves me a lot of flexibility for what numbers I can put there and there. And I just completed a row because these spaces here with the little archways, those count as filled in spaces already. So they give you a little helping hand to get started. So that is my first row completed in Between Two Castles. So I will cross out a star. And I'm off to the races. Yay! Right, that was the 6. What am I going to do with a 5? A 5, okay, let's see. A 5 would give me a heart over in Scythe. But I don't yet have the coin, so I wouldn't be able to score the double whammy. Remember, when you cross off a number in the top row, you can spend the resource in the bottom row to cross out that number and score a star. Or you can just use the number to cross off the bottom row and spend the resource. And then the society, I could use this 5. Each card number must be lower than the number directly above. Gain a bonus when completing a row. Okay, so society, we can fill the numbers in any order. Each card must be lower than the number directly above. Okay, so this is the reverse of between two castles. We are looking for big numbers at the top and small numbers at the bottom. So again, let's put a 5 over here in the society. Put a 5 over there. And then when I complete both of those cards, I will get the resources on the end. And that is the end of the first turn. Rolling the dice, going again, whoop, and that was a 6. Okay, you'll just have to trust me on that one. You got a 6 and a 1. A 6 and a 1 is the number rolled, which means the total is 7. So if I had some coins, I could spend 2 of them to gain an extra die, but I don't yet. So let's see if I can maybe figure out a way to get some coins. I can get a coin over there, and I can get a coin over there. Haha, right. A plan is afoot. Okay, so I'm going to put a 6 over here, because that's a nice big number. And remember, we need lower numbers below numbers in the society. So that just completed that row over there. So I will gain a heart. Let's just move those aside for a second. Gain a heart and a coin. Then I will mark off this 1 over here in Scythe. We will cross out the 1, gain another coin. I have a heart, so I can spend that heart, boop, to cross out this 5 and gain a star. And now I have 2 coins, and the sum of the rolled dice is 7, so I can now spend those 2 coins and I can gain another 6 or another 1. And I think I'm going to do that because you must score at least as many stars in between two castles as the highest of the other 2. So I need to focus most of my energy on trying to score as many stars as I can in between two castles. So I'm going to spend those 2 coins, 1, 2, and I'm going to gain a 6, which I'm going to put over here, gaining me a lot of flexibility for what can go there. Now pretty much any number can go in there, and that will complete that column, which will gain me those resources. So this is going quite well, I think. Time will tell if it continues to go well, and I've managed to score those elusive 9 points. Let's see. We are rolling doubles. We have 2 3s, a 3 and a 3. Right, if I had a pair of hearts, I could spend those hearts to get another 3. So once again, maybe I try get a pair of hearts by putting that over there. I'm quite liking that idea. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to put a 3 over here. Boop. Gains me 2 hearts, so I will mark those 2 hearts over there. 1, 2. I have not completed a row, so I have to fill in this little space. And remember, you can only use 1 die per realm per turn, unless you spend pumpkins to adjust that. So that was the first 3. If I mark off a 3 over here in Scythe, I could gain a pumpkin, but I don't have the extra coins, so I won't be able to cross off that 2 and get another star. So I'm going to put the other 3 over here in the society, which isn't ideal, but Oh, and I must remember that the sum of the numbers in the 2 castles must be the same at the end of the game. Otherwise, I can't win this hole. That's going to be interesting. Okay, I can fill the numbers in the society in any order, so I think I'm going to put a 3 over here. I might regret that later. Now, I could spend 2 hearts to get another 3, but I don't really want another 3 right now. So let's roll the dice again and see what we get. Because the only other place I could have used a 3 is over there to gain a pumpkin, but then I wouldn't have been able to gain the star by spending a coin, because I have no coins. Or I could have gone there, but then I wouldn't have had extra hearts, because I would have just spent them to get the extra 3. So that wasn't really what I was hoping for, but let's go again. 3 and a 5, another jolly 3. Let's go 5 and 3. Well, I could just keep balancing the numbers out here. Now I need to remember that in between two castles, the sum of the two castles has to be the same. They don't have to have the exact same numbers in each castle. They just have to total the same value at the end of the game. I am liking the look of this 5 over here, because 5 is less than 6. So let's put a 5 over there. Doesn't get me anything yet, but I'm well on my way to getting all of those resources. Let's put a 3 over here, completing a row in between two castles. Yeah, I'm going to put another 3 over there. Gains me a pumpkin. And gains me a star. And I need to start focusing more of my energy on getting between two castles. I think I have to put at least one die in between two castles every turn. And probably focus on trying to get more pumpkins so that I have the flexibility to increase or decrease dice, so that my sums can equal the same. Let's see what we get next. We've got a 2 and a 2, a 2 and a 2, more doubles. That's pretty good. 2 and a 2, because now I've got those hearts. So what do I want to do with a 2? I could put a 2 over here, gain a heart, spend a pumpkin, and gain a star. And then a 2 in between two castles. Ooh, I don't really like a 2 in between two castles, because that's going to make the only number available to me on this top row a 1, which would be a bit awkward. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put a 2... I'm going to put a 2 down here, because 2 is less than 3, and you can fill these in any order. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm going to put the other 2... Ooh, I'm going to put it over here. I don't really like that. I'm probably going to regret that decision later. I've just got to hope for a 1 at some point, and I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns to roll a 1. So let's hope for the best. And then I'm not going to spend the 2 pumpkins to get an extra 2 and fill in Scythe at this point. No, I'm not. Okay, let's see what we get. This started out really well, and I'm starting to have doubts. Woohoo, there's the 1 I need. Yay, phew. Can breathe a sigh of relief. We've got a 2 and a 1. Jolly, jolly good. Okay, for absolute certain, I'm going to put a 1 up here. Bing! Just completed a column, so that is 2 coins over there. 1, 2. And now I just need another 3 on this side, and I need to start getting some more stars over here. That was the 1. If I use the 2 over there, I can spend the pumpkin, get a star. If I put the 2 in the middle there, I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to put the 2 here. It is restricting my options across the bottom here, but that's going to get me 2 stars, because each time you fill in a little triangle like that, you get the star in the middle there. So that is 2 stars, 1, 2 in the society, balancing these out a little bit. And it completes that row, so I get a pumpkin, a heart, and a coin. 1 pumpkin, 1 heart, and 1 coin. And I now have options, because remember, another thing you can do with the coins is you can spend any number of coins up to 6 to generate a die of that value. So I could spend a single coin to generate a die of value 1, which I could then put in this top row or down here where I'm a bit more restricted with what numbers can go. Next turn. Oof. Okay, I need more stars in between two castles. Double threes, double threes. That is very helpful. Let's put a 3 over here and a 3 over here. Double threes, double threes, double threes. Let me now put a 3 in between two castles. Yay. Ding. So that completes a row, so I can mark off another star. And those values are now equal. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 in both of them. And okay, the other 3, where do I want to use the other 3? If I put the other 3 there, I gain a pumpkin, which is precisely what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm going to put the other 3 over here, boop, gain a pumpkin, yay. I'm going to then spend a coin to cross out that, which gains another star. So now I'm balancing these out. So I'm pretty well on my way to the scoring criteria. I just need to make sure that these 2 castles stay equally balanced. Now, the question is, do I spend 2 hearts and get another 3, which I can only now use in the society, unless I use 3 pumpkins to manipulate it and put it in between 2 castles? I need at least 9 points, so I think I'm going to do that. Yes. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 hearts, 1, 2, to make a third 3. Then I'm going to spend 3 pumpkins, 1, 2, 3 pumpkins, to adjust a die by plus or minus 1 or 0. You may use it in a realm you've already used this turn. And this is a little rule worth pointing out, that you can use the resources to manipulate dice which you generate with resources. So by generating a 3 with those 2 hearts, I can then manipulate that 3 as if a third die was rolled and it was a 3. So I've spent my 3 pumpkins. Now I can put a 3 there, or I could make it a 2, or I could make it a 4. I'm going to make it a 4 over here, because that now completes another row. So I now have 4 points in between 2 castles. It gives me a bit more flexibility for where I can put another die there. But now I have to get a 4 in between 2 castles over here. So I might have just made myself a little bit of a pickle, but we shall see. Okay, rolling the dice again. We got a 6 and a 2. That is not the 4 I'm looking for. Oh dear. 6 and a 2. And even if I had pumpkins, I wouldn't be able to use them to manipulate those into what I need. Problem. Houston, we have a problem. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake in between 2 castles. Oh well. Because I need to roll a 4 and put it in between 2 castles. So I need to try get pumpkins, which I can do in Scythe by using that 6. Let's do that. Boom. That gets me a pumpkin. Boom. Then do I want to spend a heart and get a point there? I might as well. Let's spend a heart, cross out the 3, get a star, because I have more stars in here than in either of these at the moment. And that is all I can do. So I've either got to hope for pumpkins to allow me to manipulate dice, or, hang on, I've only used the 6. At any time you can use a die to, instead of using it to fill in a location, you can discard it and get a resource instead. So either, I know what I'm going to do. I have a plan. I'm going to discard that 2, and I'm going to generate a coin. I now have 3 coins. So on my next turn, it doesn't matter what I roll, I can discard one of them to get another coin, and then I can spend 4 coins to get the 4 I need to fill in the final space here in between 2 castles and balance those 2 out. Haha! A plan is afoot with 1 turn to go, so hoi-ya. Ooh, double 1s, woof! Okay, good thing I made that contingency plan, because all the pumpkins in the world wouldn't have helped me turn a 1 into a 4. Right. Okay, so I'm going to discard one of those 1s to gain a coin. I'm then going to spend 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4 coins to make a 4, which I'm going to place in between 2 castles over there. So those both now sum up to 16, and I just completed another row, so that's another star over there. And I can use this other 1, which I might as well just drop in the society and gain a point. So I'll drop the 1 over there, which gains me that star, so I can cross out that star. And that is the end of the game. Let us check if I managed to complete my goals. I have scored a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stars. Yay. 0.1, because I have precisely 1 resource left over. Okay, so I actually managed to beat that on the hard difficulty, as it turns out. And this castle is worth 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Phew! Wow, if there wasn't that rule to turn dice into resources, I would have completely lost that one. But I did not. So, I managed to squeak out a victory with 11.1 points on my first attempt for hole 8. Let us mark that off on my little score sheet over here. My little digital score sheet. I will mark up there. Hole 8, cross out that space, ding ding. Mark a 1 over there. And we are ready to move on to hole 9, mirrors. So I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below what your final score was and if you managed to achieve it in your first attempt, if you played along. Or if you didn't achieve it in your first attempt, how many attempts did it take you? And I hope to see you in the next video where we shall play through hole 9. And with that, I shall say thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show.